Welcome to the podcast, the Really Regular Guy podcast 002. This is the second time I've recorded this podcast today. I didn't realize it, but when I went to go edit the video, it was not there. I don't know, something happened with the memory card or whatever that happened this morning. I tried to knock it out while my daughter was asleep so that I didn't have any interruptions, but we can't always get what we want, huh? It did not work. So I'm doing this one out here in front of my workbench in my gym. Instead of doing it in front of my green screen, I just decided I was going to go ahead and do it like this. Actually, because I kind of wanted to do it quick because that's some things I really want to talk about. So I've been keeping up with the Hodge twins for a long time, and I see that they kind of revamped the way that they put their videos out, and they've kind of changed their name to the Conservative Twins, and I really like it. I really like the message that they put out. It's kind of cool seeing them bring to light a bunch of things that are happening all over the United States, and the fact that they're doing it in the manner that they are with the comedy and stuff. It's good. So if you haven't checked them out, definitely go check them out. They changed their name to the Conservative Twins. They go hard. So I've always thought that I would probably steer away from all that kind of stuff, but I don't know, man. Things are going so crazy right now that this is kind of my little outlet here, kind of vent some of my frustrations. So I'm going to give it a shot, and I'm going to speak about the things I see going on that kind of upsets me a little bit. Makes me a little angry, a little pissed. Well, the first thing is, and by the way, thank you for watching the video. I'm going to be putting this out on the podcast platform sometime soon. Still haven't figured out which one to do yet, but that'll be coming. So anyways, back to the scheduled programming for the second video in one day. Feels weird saying, going back over the same things I've already said. But anyways, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at some paperwork because I have some notes jotted so I don't get out of whack. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that happened Sunday evening, September 12th. 2 LA police officers were ambushed by a gunman. He just ran up beside their car and started shooting. They were parked at a metro station in Compton, and literally they were sitting in their car. Dude ran up and just opened fire. He had a mask on and everything. He just ran up, opened fire, and he took off. Gone. I mean, how insane is that? It wasn't even dark outside. It was still daylight. Like, it was out in the middle of the day where everybody could see it. So the first victim was a 31-year-old female. She is a mother of a 6-year-old little boy. She was shot in the jaw, in the arm. Yeah, I think she was just shot in the jaw and in the arms. So she was still able to move, but she definitely was in critical condition, 100%. The other one was a 24-year-old male. He was shot in the forehead, the arm, and the hand. From what I know, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I heard that the round impacted his skull but didn't go through his skull, which they both ended up in critical condition, and I think now they're critical or stable condition. So definitely send some thoughts out their way. The woman, after they both got shot, she helped. She helped by calling for backup, calling for emergency backup, emergency response, and she provided aid for her and her partner. And then she tried to get them to a more safe location because she said she didn't know if there was going to be another wave of attacks or not. Could you imagine being in that position where your partner just got shot in the face? Like, this dude literally got shot in the head and you got shot in the jaw, and you're sitting out here in the middle of public, have no idea if there's somebody else coming back. You have no idea if there's more attackers. Man, I give it up to all police officers that are out there right now. That's a crazy job to have in this particular time. And the crazy thing about it is they are both fresh police officers. They swore in like 14 months ago. So 14 months prior to this. Imagine starting your job and then a year later getting all shot up. Here in the United States, here in America. It's crazy. They had a GoFundMe page set up, and it grossed like 140,000 in 24 hours, which is pretty impressive. Hopefully, much more comes their way because I know they're going to be out of work for a while. Just luckily they both survived. I mean, they may end up with issues the rest of their life, but man, good. I'm glad that they both made it out of that. Man, it's just stupid. And the sick part about it, the real sick part is right after it happened, there was a dude down the road and he had his camera phone up and he started taking videos. I don't know if it's for Instagram, Snapchat, or what, but he was like, yeah, they just aired them police officers out. Yeah, this is what we do down here in Compton. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And a little bit later on, you see other people on their camera phones. Like, everybody was condoning this, which was crazy. Crazy. Everybody was just excited that this happened. It's absolutely absurd. And to top that, they tried to stop the ambulance from dropping off the people at the hospital. The ambulance was trying to drop them off, and a bunch of people tried to hinder the ambulance from being able to drop that guy and that girl off. And they were hollering things like, I hope they die. I hope they die. So stupid. I give kudos to the police officers that had to show up and disperse that crowd, because I know that it took a lot of willpower and self-control not to just start cracking heads out there. Because, I mean, could you imagine, like, your brother, your sister's out there getting gunned down, and here the paramedics are trying to bring them to the hospital to take care of them, and now you got the people, a group that is excited about it happening, screaming that they hope they die, and then you're not supposed to put your hands on them. Man, kudos to those police officers, because I know that all those people standing around there chanting that stuff deserved. To be honest with you, y'all deserve some dirt naps is what they all needed. Good old-fashioned dirt naps. It's crazy. So, I don't know. It's unbelievable how far our country is falling into turmoil at the moment. Another thing that happened is down here in Florida, is where I'm from. So UCF, it's not close to me, but what was her name? Caitlin Bennett. She showed up to UCF, and she didn't have a mask on. My buddy was doing security for her, and he sent me kind of the update on what was going on. And so she shows up without a mask. Apparently, she talked to somebody within the school that told her that the mask wasn't mandatory, or that she didn't have to wear it. She could wear it if she wanted to. So she showed up without it. Promptly after showing up, there's a whole bunch of people showed up to kind of protest her presence being there. Well, actually, what they were protesting was her not wearing a mask. But at the end of the day, they were protesting her presence. So they showed up with big Black Lives Matter banners, and they just started causing a bunch of ruckus. And there's videos online. If you just type in Caitlin Bennett UCF, you'll see all kinds of videos of it. But at one point, they were just bum rushing her. And you see one of the guys, or one of the kids, grabs a skateboard and he's running at my buddy, which is one of the security guards, and he just tosses him in the bushes, like just flung him off. So all these kids were about that life until they got up into the security guards, and then they decided they weren't about that life. You know, just a bunch of screaming babies out there. It's absolutely insane. So what they were really protesting was her being there. And if you don't know who she is, she's kind of a pro 2A activist. You know, she kind of speaks her mind about that. She got a lot of conservative values to her, and she's a bit of a wild card, but there ain't no room for that in college. You know, college, a bunch of liberals and a bunch of there's no room for conservative values in a college. Not in 2020. Not in 2020. So that's what they were really protesting. But they were just a bunch of pansies, honestly. They were running up, get up to security guards, and then just be like, nah, bro, I don't want nothing to do with that. Oh man. So what was funny is when they were protesting, they said they were protesting the fact she didn't have a mask on. And she said, well, I'll put my mask on if you guys start getting in groups no more than 12 and social distancing, which were two other policies that the school had that apparently the protesters didn't care about. So they broke two policies to protest one policy. A little weird. So, man, that's just a quick little rant. I just want to get it off my chest. Let me see what time I got. Yeah, about 11. So that was a little rant, quick little spew. I appreciate you sitting in and listening to it. I really, I don't know. I just kind of want to talk about it, get it off my chest. I've talked to a couple of people, but man, it's just our country is going insane, and we got the elections coming up, so it's just going to keep getting crazier and crazier. And I think after the election, it's probably going to get even crazier. But trust me when I say this, if I'm around any police officer, anybody getting this brutal energy thrown their way, I will do everything within my power to help protect them. I mean, there shouldn't nobody live in this much fear all the time. It's just, it's sad. Really, it is. Those guys don't make nearly enough money to do what they do. I mean, you got to think about it. They're going to show up to a call 1 minute with somebody lost their dog or something, right? Then next minute they're showing up to a fist fight. The next minute they're showing up to accident. You know, their days are so crazy sometimes that you couldn't even fathom what they go through without being a police officer. It's got to be insane. So kudos to anybody that is a police officer in law enforcement in this day and age, because I'll tell you what, if I was, I'd probably be looking for another job, to tell you the truth, because things are getting crazy. Heck, right here in the town over this morning, there was a gas station clerk that got shot and killed during an armed robbery. It's getting crazy out there. And people need watchdogs, I guess. So if you're out there and you see anything like this going on, you know, like somebody running up and shooting the police officer, I mean, just don't stand there and videotape it and laugh. Like do something and either help them or do something. You can't just stand there. I mean, what kind of man are you when you're just gonna stand there and record that stuff? Absolute cowards. It's a whole society of cowards out there. Weak. Well, anyways, again, thanks for listening to me rant. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys liked the video here with no green screen, just sitting in front of my workbench. I actually think it's kind of cool. But yeah, definitely if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, do so. I'm a really regular guy. My Instagram is really.regular.guy. I don't have this out on any podcast platforms, but as soon as I get done editing this video, I'm going to explore the options. So maybe by podcast 003, you will be able to hear it on your favorite platform. Hey, thank you guys so much. Give the video a like if you're watching it. Subscribe. Definitely helps me out. I'm still at like 243 subs, so every little bit helps, man. It all helps. All right. Y'all have a good day. Stay out of the rain. I say that because it's raining.